I'm just going to start by responding to my colleague, who's somebody that I thank. I thank you for your service. If I can speak to you directly, I thank you for your service. Very proud to call you a brother in arms. But as I observe our units, we both served in diverse units in the military, but it was never by demand. And that is the argument that I'm bringing up here as we talk about service in the State Department or the military or anywhere else. There are no quotas over qualification. We didn't need an African American or an Asian or a white sniper or bomb tech or canine handler. It was just simply who raised their hand, volunteered, proved that they had what they needed to make it and be effective in that role, and pursued it and reached their goal. That's what it was all about. And to give the appearance at any time that it is anything other than that, that is un-American, and that is the problem I have with the appearance that this office is giving. I'll ask a couple of questions here. Is baldness, somebody that looks like me, does that make you a better diplomat, ma'am? I think I know the answer, but.
Not that I know of.
It doesn't. If somebody's 5'8" like me or 6'3" like somebody else, does it make them a better diplomat?
No, I do not believe so.
Likewise, does being white make somebody a better diplomat?
No, I do not believe so.
African American?
No, I do not believe so.
Asian or Islander?
Any specific group?
Native American? It doesn't. I would ask this. Can you tell me, am I white?
I would allow you to tell me how you characterize yourself.
That's exactly right. I would have to tell you not just how I characterize myself, but what I am. But I'm asking, do you know if I'm white?
I do not know.
Half black?
I do not know.
Asian, Islander?
Do not know.
Brown? Latino?
I do not know.
You can't know. You can't know without asking somebody to disclose what they are. And we can't ask what somebody is, and it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter that I'm half Mexican. It shouldn't matter whether I'm able-bodied or ambulatory or not ambulatory. That doesn't have anything to do with what my background is, that I served in these operations in the military, that I gained these skills, that I studied this in school, that I proved that I could pass whatever tests under stress and duress and be effective in the field under situations that foreign service officers might encounter, like the withdrawal of Afghanistan, the enemy at the gates, people being targeted, trying to deal with countless number of SIVs coming in. That has nothing to do with how somebody looks. It has to do with, did they volunteer to do this? Do they have the skills to do this? Did we test them to make sure they had the skills to do this? Do we hire hard and have the ability to manage a little bit easier? And that's the problem with what I see with what's taking place here. I'd ask you another question. Can you tell me what best looks like?
I'm not sure I'm fully understanding what you're getting at.
What does the best candidate look like?
Yeah.
The best FSO officer, we'll use that, the best foreign service officer. What does the best look like?
I would say the best for the particular job can look like any one of us, and that is the American way. That's what we support.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So in that, we can't have it be that first we look for a diverse basket of candidates, as is your quote, and then after we look for the diverse basket, then we check the merit of that. The diversity can't be the number one. I want a diverse workforce. I'm glad that I served with a diverse force in the military, diverse colleagues as members of Congress, but that can't be the number one filter because it does create an inherent bias, an inherent quota system where people look at it and say, well, I wasn't this. I didn't have the right religion or color or what they were looking for. So I didn't make that diverse basket number one, as you said, that it has to be that. They better bring you a diverse panel. My time is...
Wow. On point. On point. I just sat there quiet the whole time. I might have given my little, little light clap or whatnot, but I think that he outlined it perfect. And one of the things that stood out to me was when he said, "Can you tell me what best looks like?" What does best look like? Can you tell me? When somebody walks in a room, how do you know that that person is best? You can't. That's the answer and the only answer. And when people try to push this diversity thing, which is really, really weird, and I hate it, it's stupid in my humble opinion. It should be the best qualified. That is it. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're black. I don't care how tall you are, how short you are, what your sexual orientation is. I don't care. If you are the best and most qualified, if you can complete the job or task that is being asked of you, that should be all that matters. Oh man, I get so frustrated hearing this crap about diversity. Can you do the job? Can you do the job? It shouldn't be this complicated. It should not be this complicated. If you can't do the job, then get better. Get better. And I always revert back to when I was younger and, they handed me a second place trophy when my team lost in the basketball tournament. I don't want no pat on the back. I don't want no pat on the back. I don't want this second place trophy. I didn't win. So even I understood this from a young age. Now, granted, I didn't handle it the perfect way. Yes, we understand that. Whatever. But that's neither here nor there. But it should be that way. It has nothing to do with your skin color, your height, your race, whatever. You just weren't the most qualified. Somebody else was better than you. Get better and come back. And I guarantee you, if you're the best person the next time we're looking for qualified candidates, you'll get the job too. You'll be right on up there with the person that we hired over you this last time. You won't get the second place trophy. You'll have the first place trophy, the one you actually want. Why do we need diversity? Why? If a white person can do it, why does it matter that we have a black person on the team? Or if a black person can do it, why does it matter that we don't have a white person on the team? And vice versa. It goes on and on and on. If all short people can do this job, why does it matter that there's nobody tall? They can all complete the task. Perfect. No mistakes. It doesn't matter if they're all short and black. It don't matter. We don't need a white person. I'm just saying. And you can say that about any race or color, whatever, height, short, fat, skinny. Don't matter if everybody on the team is fat. They can do the job. They get it done. We don't need any of this diversity stuff. Get the job done. Get it done. Can you do that? And are you the best at doing it? I just, man, does this frustrate y'all too? I can't be the only one that's just like, get the job done. And the sad part about this is, when you start trying to artificially push diversity, right? And you're sacrificing the actual best qualified. I know they try to say, well, it's the best qualified out of this basket. Well, what about the other people that you eliminated from that basket because there was too many of those already in the basket? You eliminated all the tall people because you already had 3 tall people in the basket and you thought you needed more. But actually, the best qualified person out of everybody was a tall guy that you excluded. So now you have a lesser pool of candidates, but because they're diverse, you call them better. I feel like this is going to really end terribly. It's going to get some people hurt very badly because you're going to be hiring people based on things other than whether or not they can do their job well. And that is a problem. That is a problem, especially when you start talking about serious machinery, planes, vehicles, buildings. You make a miscalculation, in a skyscraper here or there, and The whole thing is off. The entire thing is off. You know, so this frustrates me to no end. I just shout out to Brian, man. Shout out to Brian. Loved what he had to say there. Loved what he had to say 100%. Let's get back to, are you the best? Doesn't matter about your skin color, your race, your sexual orientation, your height, you know, whether or not your BMI is a little too high. Can you do the job? I don't care if you're purple. I don't care if you're purple and 1,000 pounds. If you can get the job done well and you're the best at doing it, you should be the one that's hired. I don't care how big you are, how tall you are, how short you are, what you prefer to, you know, what type of cheeks you prefer to clap in the bedroom, in the privacy of your home. I don't care about any of it. Are you the best? That's all that should matter. That's all that should matter. And it's crazy because it's all coming from Democrats. Ridiculous. Y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit the subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.